AEW Fight Forever is looking like it is gonna be an absolute banger. In the last 48 hours, we've gotten so much new gameplay, new entrances, and other leaks or reveals that are incredibly promising. So much so, that this right here is almost like an emergency meeting. So the first thing that I want to talk about is Mr. Item Shop Cody Rhodes over here. I also did manage to see Cody Rhodes' official entrance, which looks pretty good. But we went ahead and found out that Kingdom is not only a theme song on the menus, not only is it selectable, but it actually works in this wrestling game. What do you know? Hey, 2K23. You know what, it's not that kind of video. We also went ahead and saw this clip of Sammy Guevara and Cody Rhodes, Happy Pride Month. Additionally, we went ahead and saw that in the menu, we can actually get 8-bit theme songs, which is pretty cool. And yes, if you're wondering, this does include the 8-bit theme of Kingdom. But now moving away from Cody Rhodes for just a second, we got another explosive reveal, literally. Because if you take a look at this gameplay right here from Macho T between Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley, you can see that there's a timer ticking, and the timer hits 0, and things just go kind of insane. Oh my, in the words of Michael Cole. Oh my, indeed. If you go ahead and take a look at this gameplay coming from Deadlock, we actually get to see an Easter egg referring to when things didn't quite go according to plan with the barbed wire deathmatch and the explosion at the end. In addition to all of the reveals we got, we don't slow down there because we can also see we got the Queen Slayer Anna Jay reveal with her entrance and also a myriad of her moves in the game. And we also get a look at that sweet AEW Rampage arena. I've always been a big fan of the color scheme with Rampage. It just looks so nice. And we even see her well, destroying Ruby Soho's life. We also got to see this gameplay right here of CM Punk celebrating his win, only to go into a post-match beatdown of Kenny Omega as he delivers a big pile driver to the Best Bout machine. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love the little details. I love the small little things that they put in wrestling games. It's nice. We also got to see these screenshots in AEW Fight Forever Road to Elite, and I think this one kind of speaks for itself. This tweet coming from @CulturedLeftPeg, and basically they were playing through Road to Elite as Mr. Ricky Starks himself, the Absolute. You can see him going sightseeing with Sting and Moxley. I believe that's the Liberty Bell if my history has me correct. We've also got him in Chicago with CM Punk with a dog sucking season t-shirt. Today is June 21st. It is officially the first day of summer solstice. Today is hot dog sucking season, day 1. That's right, all summer long we're going to be sucking down Big Frank. And like I said, the reveals do not slow down because we got to see the Redeemer Miro with his little entrance right there, and then he's beating the hell out of Orange Cassidy, who, by the way, not only are we gonna see Miro here deliver a big drop kick and dancing on Orange Cassidy like he's a Fortnite victim, and then hitting the Uranagi and the headbutt into straight up that man just being redeemed. But I do like how, you know, Miro's had quite a decorated career, and his name card is just like, yeah, you remember that time he was fined $75,000 for attacking Orange Cassidy? A really great thing that we got to see is, of course, some weapons gameplay again. This time we're getting a really good look at the thumbtacks, and Moxley delivering right on the thumbtack. That boy Danielson is bleeding to hell, and then Moxley said, you know what, I'm hitting with another power drive, I don't care. And you know what, Danielson, go to hell. Straight up, just Death Rider on the damn thumbtack. We also got to see Christian Cage in AEW Fight Forever, Mr. Instant Classic himself, looking great. It's very much still that classic Christian entrance right there. He's not decided to double down on the fact that Jungle Boy's father is. And for all my people that love creating arena and, you know, the creation suite and wanted to know more about that, there's a ton of options in terms of creating arena. If you're feeling to have a fully blood splattered ring mat, there you can go ahead and you know, embrace your inner Moxley. If you're feeling to say do a My Career Multiverse, we've got a space background on the ring. Maybe one of the most exciting things that I am yet to talk about, but I've been wanting to talk about. A little bit of a leak ski about the entrances and the presets that are going to be in this game, and most notably AJ Styles' preset is going to be in the game. What? We've got Finn Balor's preset in the game. Yeah, no, they went kind of crazy. Like, we saw reused assets of the F5 from back in the day, you know, the really crazy animation. We saw, I believe we got Maki Ito and Io Sky as well. And I straight up said, okay, I was kind of expecting like a few, you know, maybe vague references to other wrestlers in the world, because obviously WWE 2K does that as well with their entrances. We've got Alpha Omega, for example. I also love that we've got the Finn Balor one specifically in the game, because I was originally talking about using Abaddon's entrance as a Finn Balor entrance, but no, we literally have Demon Finn right there, so don't worry about it. And by the way, you know how I was talking about Cody Rhodes earlier? Well, the Cody Cutter is in the game, and it's freaking sweet. There's multiple Cody Cutters. It's a real Cody Cutter party out here. We got a springboard one off the second turnbuckle, and of course one off the top rope as well, and even one off the top middle of the rope. I don't even know how to say it. And we also got to see Jon Moxley against CM Punk at Full Gear, where Moxley decided, you know what, I'm kind of tired. You know, CM Punk said, tell me when I'm telling lies. Well, Moxley said, you're lying. Once again, coming from the incredible Twitter account Hang 'em High, who was dropping all the AEW Fight Forever gossip yesterday, all the gameplay, all the goodness. We got to see that every single theme can be added in the menu, so there's a bunch of themes that you can play in-game as well. It's a very nice touch. Also, while we don't get to see theme songs like Wild Thing in the game, we do have Tarzan Boy in AEW Fight Forever, which is great for Jungle Boy fans out there. We also got to see every single Titantron that is going to be in the game. I'm not going to go ahead and go through all of them, but there is a bunch of options. You can even see that some superstars have multiple options for Titantrons. For example, like Chris Jericho has the Lionheart one in there. He's got a retro one which you can buy with AEW bucks. I also love that in the menu where you can find all the unlockable theme songs, we've got like Peter Avalon in there. We've got Michael Nakazawa. We even see the Super Bad Girl theme of Penelope Ford, so we can kind of assume that all of these people they're hinting at in the game, you know, whether it be via a Titantron or a call name, for example, they're all going to get added eventually, which is a nice little sign. In terms of all the unlockable women in AEW Fight Forever, it is pretty much everyone we've seen so far. You know, you got the likes of Abaddon in there, Anna Jay, Britt Baker, Chris Statlander, Jade Cargill, Hikaru Shida, Nyla Rose, Riho, Ruby Soho, Tay, Thunder Rosa, and Yuka Sakazaki. And we also got a straight up look at the, you know, men's unlockables as well. Pretty sizable roster for the men, a little bit of a smaller one for the women, which is kind of disappointing, but obviously we know they're going to add superstars in the future, so, oh god, I just realized I went ahead and called AEW wrestlers superstars. I'm sorry, I come from a different place. It was a different time. And by the way, speaking of the unlockables, I guess the most notable thing is obviously that Jamie Hayter, Toni Storm not in the game. We kind of got the hint of that considering we hadn't heard anything about them up until this point, but they will obviously be DLC, you know, both the women's champion and the former women's champion, they'll be in there at some point. Maybe not anytime soon, but, you know, at some point this year, I would assume. It sucks that we can't go ahead and, you know, dole out that Hayter raid on launch, but, you know, they're going to build on the game. It's fine. And also, another thing that is absolutely fantastic in Fight Forever is that you can go ahead and change the button layout. You don't have to go ahead and, you know, really be strict with the controls. You can do whatever you feel comfortable, which, by the way, is a great touch. I wish another wrestling game would let me do that. There was a Roman Reigns taunt spotted in the unlockable taunts. There's Rey Mysterio entrance presets as a Shinsuke Nakamura one. We go ahead, we see names like Austin Gunn, we see Sonny Kiss, Platinum Max, and Swerve Strickland all on the soundtrack, all in the playlist, so, you know, we'd assume that they'd be added at some point down the line. And maybe something that a lot of you have been looking out for, but we also got to see all the presets for hair in the game for men and women, which is a big thing I wanted to see. But yeah, when it comes to the conversation, could AEW Fight Forever be the greatest of all time? No, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 is.